Well, I would say 99.9% Drew will be going back, just looking at my crystal ball, which means you will be there. Is there anything like you would do different
This year, next season?
season 14?
Probably, probably not. I mean, my thing is, I still want to go in there and be authentic. I want to show what relationships look like, and we have the same outcome for the most part. It's just matter. It's just really truly showing how we can be a unit and navigate things. Marriage is challenging, and we want to use the platform to show how marriages can actually work also, and show the ups and downs. So it'll be nice, but we also want to show some more positive things. I feel like we didn't have enough time last season to really show, really who we are. It was just like, here you go. We didn't have the niceties, like the, hey, let me show you guys how Ralph treats his wife and how they get along well. It was just like all out. We're at the table. Where did you go for 3 days? We want to actually show us just being ourselves a lot more. So I would say that's something to look forward to.
This is why when I sat down to prepare for this, I'm like, I can read all this stuff, but I'm like, I don't understand what Ralph does. Like, I mean, I understand some of what you do. I'm like, I just don't understand what else. So I'm like, here you are. I might as well ask. I'm like, if I have this question, I'm sure everyone has this question.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, and that's the thing. I definitely need to probably do some more work on just making sure that it's out there. But definitely, you look at my LinkedIn page. My LinkedIn page has a lot of my whole entire history on everything I've done from a business profession. So it's something I actually do boast. I'm also a life coach. Do speaking and motivational things outside of just being a producer. So it's like I have my hands involved in a lot of different things. And then on top of that, we also have a television. Film and television production company called Sidora Entertainment. So that's another thing that we also do have.
Are you developing or working on anything related to that?
Yeah, so we have one show, one movie that we're getting ready to release called "And You Call Yourself a Christian." We have a couple other productions in the mix also. So we're working.
Is there something you like the best out of all of this? Your tech side, your fitness, music, production, like you do a lot. You're a true entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's you know what I think it all creates and balances me out to be who I am. I don't think I'm just one faceted. I consider myself as being extremely layered, and really understanding how to really present that. Sometimes get challenging because it's a lot of various different things that really truly complete who I am. But I think ultimately who I am is somebody that really wants to get the best out of people. And so whatever that might be in a realm of actually being able to communicate and talk to people, seeing them through the television show where they see me there, uh, fitness, everything, it all comes back to an experience. And that's what I'm looking to do is create a great experience using technology, of course.
What about, have you heard from anyone? Like, I know Drew is like in the entertainment business before, as were you, but have you heard from anyone like either like in the Bravo world, like Rihanna? She does slip into a lot of housewives DMs. Like, she's open and honest about the fact that she loves housewives. Like, have you or Drew heard from someone, like either in the Bravo world or like, they don't have to be as famous as Rihanna, but someone like that where
Right.
you're like, oh, this person likes watching my wife and I on TV every week?
No, I think a lot of people. I think it's a community, right? It's a community, and so there's a lot of people who actually have reached out, just introduced themselves from different shows because we're all in this together. I would say that I probably know most of the guys that's in this world also, and so it's like we have our community. The women, Drew's networking with them because once again, you're kind of in here, and you need people that can like lift you up and show you the ropes and show you what things to do, what not to do, and it's all about how you navigate. But I think the most valuable thing that people have said is, hey, just be yourself and be real, be authentic, because people, as you said a little earlier, people can feel it when you're not, when you're coming off being scripted. And I think that's the whole thing that we're looking to do is just be ourselves and present ourselves. And I'm just going to support my wife, whatever she wants to do.
Is there one house husband or two house husbands, like other than Mike and Todd, that sticks to the top of your mind of like, somehow I'm developing a friendship with this one? We just talk more than others.
I would say I wouldn't say anyone is like. I think it's pretty neutral. It's been pretty neutral. I think everybody got their head down. So I talk to everybody fairly sporadic, and so it's not one person that I'm really truly gravitating toward. I think I probably gravitate more towards people that's on my show right now. And
That makes
that's,
sense.
yeah.
If it was up to you, before we wrap up, if it was up to you, I mean, and someone said, you have experience producing, we're going to come to you. So now, you and Drew are going on to season 14, but you are allowed to choose someone not to go on. You could leave Cynthia behind. You could leave Candy behind, Miss Kenya, Portia. Is there one wife that you would say, let's just move on without her?
I'm not that invested. I don't know. I would never be able to answer that question. It's not even about me. So I wouldn't think about it in any kind of context. Really, truly, I feel like everybody brings a different element to the table with this. And for me, I didn't even really have a chance to really get, and of course I've been able to meet everyone like off screen, but I haven't really been able to build that synergy and everything else on screen to understand everyone's dynamics. So I think, and that was all due to the pandemic. I think next season probably will be a lot different, where people will be able to actually be able to shoot a lot closer together, and we'll be able to develop even stronger relationships and bonds.
Completely. Before we go, how are all the kids? How is Drew? How's the rest of the family doing these days? And yes, the pandemic being over, you're going to have a much different experience next season.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.